Hello and welcome back to Stories from the Mouth. For my work experience, I was very lucky to find a placement at my local radio station in Oman. When my dad and I tried to find the radio station, we accidentally went to the Amateur Radio Society building. And I said to my dad, there doesn't seem to be any big dishes on this building, Dad. I'm not sure this is a place where they would be broadcasting radio. But he insisted that I should go and check if it was the right place. The guards shooed me away and gave me directions to the actual station. On the first day, Adam showed me how everything worked and even asked me a maths question live on air. I kind of flinched out and forgot what the answer was, but luckily Adam very kindly moved on. On the second day, I properly went live on air. This time I'd actually prepared something. Adam asked me questions about my top 5 movies. After that, I also helped create the playlist for the following day. On the third day, which was also the last day, I went live on air again, where Adam and I talked about the project for school I'd been working on, and also the performing arts trip I went on to America. I'll talk about that one in the next video. As we still had some time to spare on the last day, Adam also showed me to the new television studios which were right next door to the radio one. Everything there was very modern and very interesting. All the cameras in the studios were still set up and left on. Adam also showed me around the radio studios. There was a lot of retro equipment which looked really cool. Overall, having the chance to talk live on air was really spectacular. You get a huge adrenaline wash as you imagine all the people who must be listening and you try not to make any mistakes. So as we're coming to the end of the video, I thought I'd show you some clips of when I was live on air. Thank you for watching and enjoy.
Certainly is, and we've got a bit of work experience all week. Now you've got a great interest in films and you're going to share some of your passion, your top 5 films. What do you mean by linear, a linear story, Ben? Explain that to a common thicko like me.
Well, instead of the story being Bill and Ben walked down the road, it'll be they started at the end and then it will go to the middle of the story.
I see.
It's all
I like
matched
that.
up.
Retrospective and excellent. That's Memento, and that's one of Nolan's first movies.
Number 4 is actually the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole.
Who was your favourite Batman then?
Well, Christian Bale played Batman in those 3 films.
Okay.
And I believe those films revolutionized superhero movies today
and
made them more realistic.
Yeah, in fact, I saw an ad the other day, talking of movies. I went to see that the bonkers Mad Max the other day. And there was an ad for Batman meets Superman.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? You know?
Yeah, that features Ben Affleck as Batman.
Now, who do you reckon would win, though, in real life if it was Batman against Superman? Huh? Because Superman's got some real good special powers.
Yeah, I think it would most likely be Superman. 3 is Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that is one of my favourite movies.
It's my favourite Star Wars movie. I just love the Battle of Hoth at the beginning with all the snow speeders.
Is that with the
with the 8080, the big giant moving tank things?
Oh yeah, no, you could build those. You could build those in Airfix as well.
Yeah, you can get the Lego models now.
The Lego model with those massive, great big legs. But at the end of the day, it's brilliant. They got brought down by a little bit of rope, if I remember correctly, with their big long legs.
Yeah, well, that film had a great reveal at the end with the reveal that Darth Vader was Luke's father.
Oh yeah, that's so spooky.
Well, to start with, 1 is about exploring deep into space, and the second is about exploring deep into the mind.
Oh, okay. Into space and into mind. Now, in my case, you know, that's both a wide space.
So number 2 is Interstellar.
Oh, Interstellar!
Yeah.
You know what? When I first saw the review of that, I was very impressed.
It's about a dying Earth set in a distant future, and the people need new hope, but the only way that they can save the planet is to go for a wormhole. Don't want to give too much away, but there's a lot to do with time.
Okay.
It's accompanied by one of my favourite film composers, Hans Zimmer, who did a very organy score to it.
This was obviously the Into Space one. Now we're talking Into the Mind is your number 1.
Is Christopher Nolan's Inception.
Another Nolan.
Yeah.
You are a Nolan fan.
It has great solid acting from the likes of Leonardo DiCaprio, Ellen Page, and it has a fantastic score as well, once again by Hans Zimmer, and it's quite a psychological thriller.
Okay.
As they have to battle against the the person's mind as they try and plant an idea in it.
Wow. Fabulous, Ben. Your top 5 movies. Thank you for sharing your passion.
Thank you for having me.
Keep it with us on your nation station, Ben. Our work experience lad for this week here on 90.4, 10 minutes after 8.
Better variety, more music. Radio Sultanate of Oman. 90.